poppin'? Superior pod is fundamental, experiential dialogue, check out potential. If we say something wild, it's accidental. No filters essential, this is detrimental. Yeah, this is detrimental. Yeah, this is detrimental. Smoother than an instrumental, no pad, no pencil, this is detrimental. Yeah, this is detrimental. Yeah, this is detrimental. Here's everything that's weighing on our mental. Original, no stencil. This is detrimental. Yeah, this is detrimental. Yeah, this is detrimental. This is detrimental. The podcast. Let's see if it just magically kicks in now that we're recording. Because I know Cass is a little rusty. Look, I'm definitely gonna be rusty.
Yeah.
Hopefully it doesn't seem too much like my first rodeo, but I'm definitely gonna be a little rusty. But we all know we're recording.
Listen. It's okay to be rusty as long as we're not dusty. You know, like sometimes when you pick up something that's been rusty for a while and it's like kicking off dust. Nah, you don't want to be dusty.
Okay. Rusty, not dusty. All right, bet. So let's start with this. Y'all seen how everybody and their moms posting their Spotify Wrapped story on their Instagram, showing off kind of what their vibes for the year have been, their top tracks, and so on and so forth.
Yep,
Apple Music does the same thing. They haven't put the replay out yet, but Apple Music does the same thing. But they haven't put the graphics out yet. So I'm actually interested to know from y'all what were your top songs? What was your vibe if you got Spotify? I don't have Spotify. Or just something interesting that you noticed about like your musical data that they showed you.
Shit. I mean, Wayne, you want to go first?
What was your top song?
My top song? I'm going over it right now. Give me a second. You know, there's no time to get to my phone nowadays.
They said they ready, but I messed up the words. I'm not ready either. See? Rusty. Maybe a little dusty. Let me try it again. They said they ready, but I know for sure they not ready. There we go. Any day now.
I'm shutting up.
Y'all niggas.
I mean,
bruh, in my top three, you'll be interested to know, Wayne, you'll be happy to know this. In my top three, my third favorite song of the year was Scoob by Sada Baby. Scoob!
I'm not
Shout out to Sada Baby, Scoob. Fuck With Me Get It Back was my second favorite song, and Scattered by Styles P was my first favorite song of the year. These songs I literally put on repeat at points. There's not many songs with a single you'll play it back to back to back to back to back. All three of these songs I've played back to back to back to back to back all year, so I'm not surprised. I'm waiting for my Apple Music graphic though. Go to listen now and scroll all the way to the bottom. You'll see replay 2021.
Right, I got mine right here. The top three is.
It's a Currency song, I guarantee. Currency.
Nah, not even. That J. Cole Pride of the Devil and 100 Mil. Second. And Circles by Dante Hancock. Shit hard.
I don't even think I know that song. We should probably put our top fives on a playlist or something.
Yeah, we could do that. I mean, so like
top five is basically J. Cole. That's what I said.
So,
do you have J. Cole Crocs?
No.
J. Cole Jesus sandals?
The J. Cole Jesus sandals.
You mean the new joints they just came out with?
Whatever the shit J. Cole rocks.
Yeah, I mean, J. Cole be looking like he kind of homeless, bro. So I don't even know, but like
he got money,
like
he keeping it saved.
Right. I respect it. So like my top three. My top three.
Taylor Swift.
No, actually, no. Like outside of like the songs that we put on a playlist for Elena for like for her birth, Moneybag Yo, Waukesha.
You're
interesting. That's your top song?
And then
interesting. It's
a great bop. It's a great bop.
Hold on.
It's a great bop.
That is. I can't give you.
Waukesha is
it's not a great bop.
Number one song of the year. I never even heard that song.
Yeah,
then Rookie of the Year, which is another one I listen to on repeat. And then I was really feeling Anita Baker this year.
Okay.
And the one that like always hit was
You were nesting.
You belong
so I
to me.
understand.
You know what I'm saying? You belong to me. You belong to me.
We didn't ask you to
I
sing the
respect that.
song, bro.
Hold
You know what
up.
I'm saying?
I
Like,
mean,
you know,
all right.
Anita was out here.
Can't give
I mean, honestly though, like rocking to Anita, listen, you know, just either sipping a hot beverage, whatever it might be, hot toddy, and hot cup of tea, a hot chocolate, and just mellowing out. It's always a good vibe, bro.
Well, I respect it. I'm waiting for my Apple Music graphic to pop up, so I could post it on my story like Spotify did. But you know, I don't rock with Spotify, so I didn't. My story wasn't really accurate because I barely use Spotify. But anywho, all right. So let's kick it off. Let's get it started, guys. What's it looking like, people? It's your Captain Sands, aka Snapback Cap, because we are finally back in the building.
What it is, people, is your boy LD Way, aka 45 Hugh, because like Jordan came back with his number 45. I have returned, people. Yes, I am back.
What it do, what it is, what's popping, what's cracking. Holla at your boy. It's the man, Web D, aka 357 Web. You already know I got real thuggish on him. Holla at
me. What it is, that what is kind of sound a little familiar. I'm not gonna say anything, but go ahead.
A little bit, yo, Waukesha. 357 Web. I don't know what we got today. I don't know what we got today.
You might listen.
But hold on. Let me introduce the episode. Back once again. Something you've seen before. Shout out to Obama. This is Detrimental Podcast, episode 44.
Light bar.
That's my president.
That's
my president.
Light bar. Super light bar. Shout out to Dami G. He will be back. I hear in the new year he's plotting on us, yo. So let's keep an eye out for the return to Dami G soon coming. But it's been a while, guys. What has it been, like a month, maybe, since we've all been on? Month and a half, maybe even 2 months. Who knows? How
shit real, bro.
How y'all been, yo? Where y'all been at, man?
What is time?
What's good? What's good with you, Hugh?
Bro, you know, just trying to figure out, you know, life, basically. You know what I mean? Navigating,
trying to keep it together.
Yeah, you know, trying to keep it together. That's the word. That's the key word. Trying. See, you know, Cap knows.
Keyword that's all you can do.
Keyword of the day, people. We're trying to keep it together. So yeah. Other than that, you know, I'm just chilling. Basketball season started. You know, back to the grind. And other than that, you know, I'm back with my guys.
That's all you can do. Potting is good for the soul. That's what they said.
Yes. You know.
It is.
Yeah, man. I mean, you know, look, the big question in life right now is, what is a nap? What is 8 hours of sleep? I feel like I don't remember a time where I was able to sleep that many hours. So,
what you averaging these days?
Probably about 4 hours, 4 or 5 hours.
4 hours? Ouch! I do not envy you, sir. Not even a little.
It's tough
for you.
It's just tough. I mean, well, you know, like 4 hours of straight sleep. Yeah, of course. I mean, like, it's just how it is, bro. I mean, you know, at some point, you know, especially at this point in stage in a child's life, like on that 5-month mark, they start to kind of either regress from where they were as far as sleep, and then you have to train them out of it. So, that's where we're at right now. But besides all that, man, all is good, man. I got a healthy family. Heading into the holiday season, I celebrate Christmas, so I'm heading into the Christmas season. So
fa la la la, everybody.
Fa la la. If you got the law, I'll at you. So, yeah, man. Hopefully, we're going to get a Christmas tree tomorrow, so that'll be pretty dope.
Get the real joints.
Yeah.
Well, you get the real joints, bro.
Yeah, so like we have
lumberjack. You about to bring the wheelbarrow? You about to put the wheelbarrow?
He definitely about to bring the wheelbarrow. He has to.
I will actually. So actually, because we're Christmas AF, as the kids would say, we have 2 trees.
Wait, as the kids would
I'm not even. I'm gonna just let it.
I gotta speak on it.
We're Christmas AF. Let me tell you about the time I told my niece. I was like, "Yo, so what's AF?" She was like,
"Oh my god!"
I'm like, "Oh, got
you. You didn't know what AF was,
bruh? For the longest
time. What you asked me about the other day? Tell everybody what you asked me about the other day.
I don't even remember.
I'll tell you. The other day, Webb hit me up. He was like, "What does up and stuck mean?"
Oh my god! Yeah.
What is
I didn't
what
even
mean?
know, bro. I'm like,
He was like,
what does it mean when it's stuck up? Like,
what does it mean when if somebody says it's up and it's stuck? What does it mean? And it took me a little while to explain it to him, but it was just funny that he asked me what it means, and I even struggled to explain it in like layman's terms. So, Cass is getting old, bro. That's pretty much it. I've been
the
kicking
lingo,
it,
yo, bro.
working,
Trying to keep up with the lingo.
Old,
the lingo
keeping
is
up with
like
the lingo.
it's just like, well, whatever happened to just what's popping. You know?
Eventually, you just age out, bro, and that's just the reality of the matter. It's all good, though.
I mean, slang. Some slang stays, some slang go. You know,
we stuck in the early 2000s, mid 2010s.
I mean, yeah, you know, we still use.
I'm still stuck in the '90s slang. What you mean?
I believe it.
We're gonna get to it. It was a very 90s night a couple of days ago. The Verzuz. We'll get into it. But shout out to the listeners. Shout out to the viewers, shout out to the subscribers, the people who've been asking when we coming back, and the people who get sad when I say I don't know. Shout out to all of y'all. Appreciate y'all always checking in. When we ain't checked in with y'all, we're going to check in with y'all very, very soon. I hope you enjoy the show. Anybody who is new, for those who are new, make sure you like, share, subscribe. Catch this new vibe, but also check out our older episodes. It might be old news, but the jokes are new, and we got a couple detrimental specials. The latest being on the Metaverse, which we'll get to in a little as well. So let's kick it off with a quick recap. A lot has occurred since we've been away. We can't possibly get to it all, but we're gonna try to touch on a few items. And speaking of touching on things, I think it's a pretty decent. It's a reach, but it's a decent transition.
I mean, is it a reach though? I can't call it
kinda. There's a lot of touching going on, but I'm talking about the Smiths. I'm not talking about Brad and Angelina, not Mr. and Mrs. Smith, not Granny Smith, or not Smithsonian. I'm talking about Will Smith and Jada Pinkett-Smith. At one point, they were our favorite Smiths, and now they are besmirching their own name just by talking and revealing way too damn much. So hold on, let me recap this really quick, the series of events, and then I want to know just what y'all think about what's going on right now. So it all started with the entanglement. Everybody remembers the entanglement. Yo. We were all shocked.
August Aslana, whatever his name is.
I don't know how shocked I was. But
August Alsina.
Alsina, bro.
Whatever cat name is.
August Alsina. Again, see, we're old, bro. August Alslana.
Alslana.
So it started with August Alslana. Not really.
Alsina.
But more so it started with like Tupac. With Tupac.
Yeah, it was Tupac.
It did.
Right.
So.
Well, so it started. It restarted with August Alsina. Then Jada talking about Tupac again. Then Jada's going on her table talking about their sex life isn't very exciting. Then Will was in love with his not very attractive co-star. Then Will Smith gets sick and vomits after random neck. What a guy! What a guy! And while constantly showing us through Instagram, YouTube, and now books, Will Smith has a book out about himself, just how damaged he really is, right? Like to the point where he told his children and his family that he wanted to harm himself. It's like, it's kind of wild stuff. You know what I mean? So like with all that's going on, it's to the point where people are legit petitioning for people to stop talking to them. It's crazy. Like, what do you think about it all? Like, why are they doing this? Do you want them to shut up? Do you like it? Do you think it's important? Like, where do you stand, Webb?
You know, I mean, listen, I'm of the opinion where I think everything is done. I mean, especially at the Will Smith, Jada Pinkett stardom level, everything is done for a strategic reason, bro. Like,
right.
So, I mean, like,
you gotta just sell that book.
Either it's the book, it's getting people to come to the red table, watch those shows on Facebook. It's something, bro. Like, there's, you know what I'm saying? Right. Like, I'm not saying it's all about the money, but it is about keeping them their name hopping,
right?
Keeping them in the cycle, the news cycle. I mean, hey, listen, do what you got to do. But if I was their son or daughter or kids, bro, I'm not around for y'all shenanigans. Like, I need to fucking relax. Like,
I'll be so embarrassed.
Like my friends don't need to know
everybody,
that you getting random next.
Yeah, like, come on, Dad. Like, for real, bro. You yakking?
You be yakking, yo, bro. Now my friends calling me Yak Junior. Like, what you
Oh my
mean,
god.
Yeah.
What you think,
bro?
Hugh?
Walk
What
out,
you
Will,
think?
bro. Walk out, Will. Walk out, Will.
Get out of here, Will. What you
I,
think, Hugh?
I don't want them to walk
What's going
out.
on
I
with
want
these
them to
Smiths?
stay. Let them stay, cause this is. I listen. As bad as this is it's fucking entertaining. I'm not. I'm just saying. Honestly, honest to God,
As it
dude.
should. As it should be.
When he said that he started yakking off the neck, I'm like, I had to pause for a second. Guys, pause first off. You guys pause. There's a pause right there. It gotta be a pause. And then, but Jada been messy since again the 2-part situation. But then, well, the one thing a man should never do, should never confess that how much he hates or dislikes a dead man for the fact that his wife is like famously known for steezing him. Like, dog, you shouldn't have told people that because not everybody looking at you all sideways. Like,
Didn't he
dog,
say at one point that he said that he wanted to be him at one point? Didn't he say something like
yes,
that?
yes, he did. And you see what I'm saying? He's digging a deeper grave for himself because it's just like, yo, your house is in disarray. You can't, the kitchen is mess. Dishes on the
Yeah.
stove. Dishes on the stove. Dishes in the sink. Like nobody's doing anything. The kids is running around acting all like, well, what's going on? I don't want that Jada and Will love. I don't. I don't. So
Yeah, no,
I
it's
don't need it.
crazy.
I mean, yo,
Yeah,
like, but Hugh has a point though. Like, for a while, people looked at Will and Jada like, yo, they're the it couple. That's the goal,
right. Well,
right?
that's kind of the way I'm looking at it too, because it's like the way I'm looking at it is it's almost like they don't want to be idolized, right? Like they almost are like trying hard to
to like demystify
not,
that.
you
See,
know what I mean, to bring down that veil, and like, and I can understand that in a way because, like, they want to show that they're human too, I guess, right? Like I get it
But I don't need that.
because
I don't need that much.
but it's the
because
way
hold
they.
on,
Oh, sorry.
because like the celebs that we don't hear from have a much easier job of maintaining like their idealistic image. Like, imagine if we were hearing from Hove and Beyonce to this level. Like, we've seen a few things, like, of course, the albums and the elevator junk, but imagine if they're like doing interviews and talking about, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it would completely change your view of Hove. Like, oh, like there's this, like, it's a facade, and I
Yeah.
almost prefer the facade because they're ruining their own, they're ruining for themselves. Like, um hold on, they're, yeah, I much rather the facade because, like I told y'all before, I'm sick of hearing from Will Smith. I'm sick of him.
Mm.
Like,
You've
I
been.
used to love Will Smith, and y'all try to throw me out the window every single time I say I'm sick of him, and now y'all finally understand what I'm talking about because he's doing too much. If we want to break it down, it really started when he joined Instagram. That's when it really started. Ever since he joined Instagram, it's been downhill. It's Ellen's fault because Ellen made him join Instagram, and that's really what it is. So,
I can't.
And
I
now
can't
Ellen's
speak
getting
to
boo
that.
canceled.
Ellen, boo Ellen.
I can't.
This is all Ellen's fault,
Listen,
basically.
your hate for Will Smith is your hate for Will Smith. At the end of the day, keep it coming.
Let's move on.
Keep the tea flowing. That's all I'm saying. Keep the tea
Let's
flowing.
move on. Couple of serious things we have to recap. As much interesting and entertaining things have happened. There's some pretty serious things that have gone on. So quickly want to acknowledge and send our prayers out to all of the victims of Astro World. Astro World, Travis Scott's festival concert on November 4th. 10 people died at this concert from a variety of things, but ultimately from being trampled and left there while the concert continued for longer than it should have. So that was crazy. I'm surprised stuff like that doesn't happen more often because we've seen these festival footage plenty of times, right? Like, we've seen these insane crowds. I'm surprised it doesn't happen more often. And, like,
Well,
because when I went to one festival in my whole life, Made in America, and I told myself I would never go do another festival in my life because I thought I was about to pass out. It's too many people. It's too
yeah.
much. It's crazy.
Well, it's a bunch of people, bro, and
Mm-hmm.
there's no like governor. Like a governor is something that kind of keeps the speed of something from going too fast, right? So, on the type of drugs and the amount of the drug usage.
That is
So,
true. That is true.
so like motherfuckers could be in there doing all types of crap, You know what I'm
Yo,
saying?
I saw some crazy again. I told you I went to a festival and I said I'll never go again. I saw some crazy stuff. I seen at least 4 people pass out during the concert while Hove was on, but people like got guards' attention and got people to take him out. But I seen at least 4 people pass out in front of us. I seen a dude snap his leg in a
Oh,
mud. He snapped his leg.
oh no.
Like, bro, it's a different kind of insanity. So like, I don't know, man. I think there might be the old man in me, but they need to do away with
Yeah,
these
but we
festivals,
gotta
bro.
mention
It's
too,
certain
though, bro. Like,
festivals though. It's like always certain festivals, but like Made in America. What is the other one? Rolling Loud,
Rolling Loud, Coachella.
Coachella. Those are the big
Coachella.
ones. Like regular concerts is just like regular concert, but they just take it to a different level at festivals. Though. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Especially at
Yeah,
like
but you know
one
what
of them
though?
rapper slash rock star concerts, man. They be going sick.
I mean, like, and I didn't do the research on this, but I'll just mention it. But like, there are these festivals that are like week long.
Yeah. Yep. Or at
Like
least
freaking
multi-day, multiple
yeah,
days.
multi-day. Burning Man,
Different
for
places,
example.
different stages.
Yeah, yeah,
Have you
yeah.
ever heard of Burning
That's
Man?
not a concert. That's just a drug
No,
fest.
but
Yeah.
it's a festival, but there are like special events that end up being
Right,
like a concert or whatever. And like in those kind of spaces, like I said, the drug usage, it is almost like you are in the Wild Wild West, essentially. Like no rules. I mean, obviously you can't be doing no wow shit, but like as far as that kind of stuff, the cops kind of just like
But
whatever.
they
Nah, I think
still
you can probably do the most wild shit you can
they
imagine.
right. They can
But we
still
got
come
we
off
got
that wild shit. It's not that
yeah.
hard,
Let's
truth.
let's move on again. Condolences to the families impacted. Rest in peace to the people who passed, including a 9-year-old boy. It's very
Yeah,
sad stuff.
that shit is crazy.
More. Let's get through the serious stuff. More serious. More condolences. More RIPS. Lost a couple of important people. In the just in black culture. Ultimately, I'll
Yeah,
say first Virgil Abloh, iconic fashion designer. Virgil Abloh. Excuse me.
yeah.
Virgil Abloh. Damn. Virgil Abloh, at the age of 41, he passed away of a rare cancer that nobody knew about on some
Chadwick
Chadwick's type
Boseman.
stuff,
Yeah, some
I'll just say
Chadwick shit.
Chadwick. It's
which
crazy.
is very shocking but sad. So rest in peace to him. Um, was best friends with Kanye at one point, and they had their differences, but very important person in hip hop culture, hip hop fashion, for a very what you would consider a short period of time because he unfortunately passed, but it would definitely be lasting, I imagine. Also passed away while we were away. Young Dolph, popular rapper from Memphis.
Uh-huh.
A lot of the Ute Dem definitely enjoy this man. I know Hugh enjoyed this man, but Young Dolph was shot in Memphis in his town, in his neighborhood, in his where he frequents, and it's very unfortunate that stuff continues like this continues to happen. Hugh, I know you're a fan, so I don't know if you want to say a little bit.
Right. It's crazy because you got to think about these rappers the same way that Nipsey Hussle went, the same way Young Dolph went in his hood,
Mm-hmm.
going somewhere that he regulars on a daily, minding his own business, and then never know, man. They say being a rapper
Yeah,
is the most dangerous thing now. It's crazy.
You know?
seems that way. So rest in peace to Young Dolph, and finally, um, not really well known to us, but definitely worth mentioning. Jacqueline Avant. She's the wife of a black music pioneer by the name of Clarence Avant. She was killed in her own home during a home invasion. She's 85 years old. Basically, they
Yeah.
killed like a really rich old black lady who is the wife of a cultural icon. There've been a lot of home invasions going on in LA, just in general.
Home
It's
invasions,
Mm-hmm.
store
people running
robberies.
up to stores. Yeah, people. It's desperate times, yo.
People following you home. I heard they
Yeah, I like
Terrence
need to
J.
invest in some kind of y'all got security system. I know Hugh and them, y'all got the little camera joint, the Nest, right,
No,
or something like
we got
that.
the whole
The ring joint.
well, no, we got the
Yeah, we got
cops.
the whole joint.
We got everything.
Hugh got the
People got the
ratchet, so yeah, I gotta get some stuff.
no the
I
I
wife
got
got
gotta
the
my
get
ratchet.
some
99
stuff.
in it.
The wife got the
Yeah,
ratchet.
because
I just
people
watched
is
it.
wilding.
Yeah, shit is.
People is wilding. People is wilding. Yeah. Speaking of wilding, Rittenhouse. I don't even know his first name. Don't care about his first name. F home for the most part. Rittenhouse, the young teenager who went up to a BLM rally and shot people with an automatic rifle that wasn't his, killed people, excuse me, with an automatic rifle that wasn't his across state lines, and
was arrested, was acquitted of all charges and not sentenced to anything. And so boo to him and boo the justice system. I wasn't surprised, but disappointed, of course. In addition, go ahead.
Well, no, and the interesting thing too, just to mention, so like, you can say it's ironic that this, because of the way he got off, you know, claiming self-defense and whatnot. There's a case happening right now, or it's not happening, but there's a case that, like, of someone who, like, a young woman who was being sex trafficked and killed her sex trafficker from Kenosha, which is the same place where this all happened with the Rittenhouse kid. And now, because of that, it set a precedent. So I hope to see that young lady who was a victim and was defended herself also gets that same justice based on that precedent. So
you can hope so, but unfortunately, don't be too hopeful.
And she's African American, so we're hoping for that.
And some decently good news. Some decently good news. Ahmaud Arbery's killers were found guilty and are awaiting sentencing. So that's good news. I won't applaud it just yet because they still got to be sentenced, and it ain't over yet. You know what I mean? And not until I see some life sentences ultimately will I be applauding anything. But so that's some of the serious stuff that occurred while we were away. So rest in peace to all of those individuals. Too many deaths in such a short amount of time. And it was crazy. So to kind of flip the script as best I can, get into some rah-rah, a little bit of
as it was a rah-rah, it was
a little bit of action. Nobody was really harmed. You know, a little kerfuffle.
Bizzy ran. He ran.
Hold on, we'll get into it. So
he did.
So Verzuz happened, people. Bone Thugs and Harmony versus 3-6 Mafia. It was a great show overall. I use that term loosely. It was a great show for a few reasons. There was a lot of guests: Lil Wayne, Paul Wall, Lil Flip, 8Ball, MJG, the lady from Chicken Head, the lady from Thuggish Ruggish Bone, Project Pata. You know, like, and more. You know, like, it was cool, man. It was cool, but it almost didn't happen because 10 to 15 minutes into the show, I had to quote this. 10 to 15 minutes into the show, suddenly, you know, it was just kind of picking up, but suddenly Bizzy Bone says, hey, before we even get started, you ugly motherfuckers ain't fit to be mocking me while I'm on the motherfucking stage. Like, straight up. That's what he said. I watched it so many times, right? And then Juicy J says, man, SMD. And it was on. They Bizzy Bone threw bottles. Everybody ran up. React,
bro. They had
they
had police caution tape separating the two groups. Like, I didn't even
listen. That's a fight that needed to went down. Some aggression needed to be let out. I'm just saying, that was the most detrimental moment I've ever seen at the Verzuz. All right.
It was.
This is crazy.
But it was Juicy J's fault, bruh.
Listen, you dealing with some North Memphis dudes versus some dudes from
it's
Ohio,
not even a North
Chicago.
From Cleveland, yeah.
Cleveland, they some thugs.
But that's not even it though, because so here's the thing, right? Like, Juicy J broke the cardinal rule. He invited a man to his privates. He said, "Suck my." No, listen. No, seriously, because
serious.
every Verzuz that we've seen, they talk spicy, and after every interview, they're like, "Listen, it was cool because it was all in good fun. Nobody broke. Everybody has been acknowledging this cardinal rule that you do not break." Like, after every single Verzuz, the Locks in them said it was like nobody said SMD. It's just he broke the cardinal rule where you have to.
Oh yeah,
on national
immediately.
TV,
I gotta fight you.
He had to.
You do, but and also you gotta think about this lineup. This was like, I felt like this was like the most like outside of the box lineup ever, because everybody that you've seen,
they were reaching.
Versus they all knew each other, except for like Jeezy versus Gucci, which we all thought somebody was gonna get bodied. We did. We're not gonna lie, but nobody did.
I was a little afraid to watch that.
If anybody should have ran up at a Verzuz, it should have been that one.
No, too, but still, this was the most oddball Verzuz ever to me. That's just out of everything, I didn't watch it. I watched parts of it, the highlights, but it's just like it still was odd. Like 3-6.
Interestingly enough, they did know each other because after I'm watching hella stuff on YouTube about what happened, more videos pop up. Like they've known each other for a long time.
But it just still was, to me. It was just like
it's their music styles definitely didn't.
Right.
It didn't make sense. It didn't really match up.
It really didn't make sense. So that's why it was oddball to me. So I just like it is what it is. When they was about to fight, I was like, all right, somebody about to get fucked up. Paul Wall about to smash somebody. Or was it DJ Paul? About to smash somebody with that hand? I don't know. You know
what a guy!
Wow, Wayne, no, really?
I can't let you get away with that.
Yo, he was though. Somebody gets that with the head.
Oh man,
it's a
yeah.
wrap.
Juicy J ran up through a weak punch. It was crazy, man. It was definitely unexpected, and I'm just they brought the show back. Bizzy Bone is sick, though. I wasn't surprised that he was the one who popped off. But
go
ahead.
Well, no, I mean I was gonna say like back when I had no filter. I had a really good friend in high school. We were on a basketball team together. Really good friends. Like we would sleep over to their houses. Like we were that kind of friend. And we were walking back, and he says we were, just kind of just razzing on each other, just ranking each other. And he SMD. And he turned around, and I punched him right in his face. We were walking back from school, and I was like, it is the one thing I think amongst men.
There's another. If you call another man the B word, you can't call nobody like a bitch straight up. Like that you can't. Like we say it jokingly, but
we do.
If one day I said it in a different kind of way than what I normally said it, like, you a bitch. You wouldn't be happy about it.
I mean, yeah.
No, you definitely if he turn because you know when somebody's joking, you know when somebody's serious. Now if he just
exactly.
And he just throw the what if he throw the fuck you bitch and they're like straight up just like you.
Oh yeah, well then yeah.
When there's aggression, it was aggressive. It was aggressive and dismissive.
But can we just, for the people, can we just do a tell of the tape? Bizzy Bone versus Juicy J. Who's winning? In a 30.
Bizzy Bone is winning in a 30.
You think so?
I think so.
Wait a second. Let me take a look. I mean, because Juicy J is a little stocky, right?
It has nothing to do with size. It has everything to do with Bizzy Bone being a sick man.
That's true.
That's it. I mean, Bizzy Bone been to jail for mad long throughout these guys' career. Like Bizzy Bone ain't wrapped too tight. That's why he's the one that popped off. That's the one he got mad. He's the only one who got mad. He never seen the Verzuz before and know that people play around. He's the only one that ever got mad in Verzuz history. He's a sick man, and he will body Juicy J and take his duffel bag of money.
I got an eighth on Juicy. I'm sorry, bro. I got eighth on Juicy.
Oh man,
I gotta call it. I gotta call it like I see. I got an eighth on Juicy. It was good.
All right. Well, let's. I mean, we're already 30 minutes in, but let's kind of get into it a little more. I want to know what y'all around for, bro. So, shout out to the people who checked out the Detrimental special that's so meta on the Metaverse. If you don't know, we did a Detrimental special when they announced the Metaverse, which is the new umbrella that Facebook now falls under, and even actually there's a Microsoft Metaverse too, which is a whole different conversation. But so we spoke about the Metaverse in the special, and interestingly enough, as I was doing research on this specific topic, I found out that they've already been having concerts in the Metaverse. First of all, Justin Bieber had a concert, Avatar Metaverse concert 2 weeks ago. Sick. Crypto.com Arena is now taking the name of the Staples Center, and now the main topic here is they're selling real estate in the Metaverse. Yes, they're selling real estate in the Metaverse. I don't know what it means. So instead of trying to summarize and make sense of it, I actually just took some direct quotes from this article. So I want to read y'all some just direct quotes on what it really means and the implications of buying and selling real estate in the Metaverse. And then I want to know overall if you're around. So, and I quote, in October, tokens.com. And if a lot of this is going to sound like a foreign language to you guys, which I hope is scary enough for us all to do some Googles, because this is going to sound like a foreign language, but I'm going to try to, you know what I mean? In October, Tokens.com, a blockchain technology company focused on NFTs and metaverse real estate, acquired 50% of Metaverse Group, one of the world's first virtual real estate companies, for about $1.7 million. So one of the first virtual real estate companies was created for about 1.7 million. Metaverse Group is a Toronto-based group. Their virtual headquarters, are in a world called Decentraland. There's already a virtual place called Crypto Valley, and their headquarters is in Decentraland, which is the metaverse's answer to the Silicon Valley. Decentraland has districts for gambling, shopping, fashion, and the arts. So it's basically a metaverse mob. For those wondering why, think about why is this necessary? Think about this. As more people participate, it's where you're going with friends, where you have experiences like concerts and conferences. It's inevitable the metaverse will be the number one social network in the world. Again, this is a virtual mob, basically. The Metaverse Group has a real estate investment trust, and it plans to build a portfolio of properties in Decentraland, as well as other virtual realms. Yeah. So
that's a lot to take in,
so hold on. So I know. So listen. So we spoke about the metaverse in the special, but we never really confirmed if we are around or not. So with all this new information since the special, and we haven't heard from you at all. Are you around for the metaverse?
All right. Web. Hold on.
No, Hugh. I want to hear from you because you went on a special, so I want to know what you think.
You know, Web about to give one of his intellectual thoughts. I was gonna, take that in. But after what you just said, goddamn, bro,
bro,
it is a lot to take in. I'm still trying to figure this whole place out. It's like, so you're telling me there's like a whole place I can go buy land, right? But the only thing I can build on there is virtual, like something like that, or is it real? Or is this whole thing just like is there a multiverse? Like, what's going on in this world? Like, are we in the Avengers? Like, what's going on?
Bro, we're in the Matrix. We're gonna get to the robots later, but we're in the Matrix already.
This is crazy, but I'm interested. I'm interested because I really want to know what this is all about, but at the same time, I don't want to know because it seems like a lot, bro. Like a lot.
I'm still trying to figure out the real world, man.
Right, feel me? I just feel I just became a parent, bro. Like, I'm trying to navigate that. Now you have to throw me in the metaverse, bro. Like, come on.
Well, it's like it's almost like that quote that Jay-Z had. I forgot what song it was, but it was like something about how I could have bought property in Dumbo before it was Dumbo. Mm-hmm. Now that building is $10 million. Guess how I feel? Dumbo. Right, kind of like, but I feel like this is. We talked about this in the special about how
that was a bar. Hold on, first of all, that was a bar. I respect it. I do.
But we talked about this in the special about how if if people are already struggling in poverty or struggling to be at the very like some people are just out of poverty and they're just at the very beginning of the middle class, right? But the issues with that, we could talk about it ad nauseum, is that I'm in the middle class, so I don't qualify for all the other shit that people who are in poverty qualify for because at that point I make too much money, right? Now you're saying to folks that, well, the world will be making this shift, and albeit it's going to be a 10-year shift and it might just be the very beginnings of it, that in order to be engaged in this space, you got to already have money. You have to already have wealth, right? Like, and I feel like when we were growing up, it was about make some money, not gain wealth, right? Like, being wealthy and having money are two totally different things.
Right.
True.
You know what I'm saying? And so, like,
people are in the metaverse accumulating wealth.
We're
going to be trying to make some money.
Exactly. Yeah. And then spending our money, spending our hard-earned money, trying to make that wealth. The same thing's happening with cryptocurrency, NFTs, trying to play the stock market, all this stuff, right? Like, we're, it's just...
We're watching people attempt to create a new society in a place that doesn't
fucking exist.
Created in their favor.
So the question is, I got a question. So if this is like virtual, so is the money real? Is the money fake?
that's the funny thing about it is that's kind of what that's what it'll always go back to, right? Like you do stocks to then kind of cash that money out, right? Like you buy cryptocurrency to eventually cash that money out, right? But the reality of it is cryptocurrency is the currency that's going to be used in the metaverse. So like while your $200, your 200 American US funded dollars might be like 20,000
crypto
blah specific kind of cryptocurrency, right? So like you have to spend money on VC, just like 2K, right? Yeah. So like while I'm not I feel like I have to be around for the reasons that Webb is saying. Like it's like I said in the special, you either get with it or you get left behind. Like all the signs are there, bro. Staples Center is the crypto.com center. Tom Brady is gifting Bitcoins. If that's not two things that should tell you shit is real, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. I mean,
so
yeah, it's crazy. I mean, the other crazy part about it too, bro, is like I feel like with all of that, the folks like us, like, we'll do the best we can, but our kids are the ones who are going to need. I mean, like, just imagine, right? Like,
we're gonna be like the old people,
Luna, Elena, right? Dom's kids, Eli's kids, right?
Jordan.
They're gonna probably need that kind of shit to get started, right? Like for us, it was go get a college degree, go get a job, go buy a house, whatever. For them, it's, well, do you own any NFTs? How many Bitcoins do you have? Like
-0. In other technological advancements, Apple, yes, the cell phone, computer, gadget company is dabbling into the car space, specifically the self-driving car space. Apple is, I guess they're pitching or saying that they're going to be putting out a self-driving car in 2025. This self-driving car will have no steering wheel or pedals. People will sit on the inside in a U-shaped fashion, and the car will drive itself. Are you around?
Wait, quick question: is it you like facing the driver's seat or like the back?
I don't know.
Like, is it gonna be like one of them lounge type shits? Like
you could probably customize it.
Because I'm around because after everybody
probably got stow and go.
Probably
got stow and go.
Probably. Like, cause after watching Inside NBA, and Shaq was talking about how he has his, one of them cars that driving himself. He said he just puts it on and just falls asleep in the car and just like it just takes him to the stadium. I'm like, that's kind of dope, but at the same time, I'm kind of nervous.
I'm not ready for that.
I'm kind of nervous because what if they? I don't know how. What if the battery dies? What if it's on 1%? You know what I mean?
True.
You know what I mean?
Things we don't think about.
Like, what do you know? What if like I gotta update the car and the update takes so long? Like,
update probably take hella long. Update your whip,
bro. This take forever to update a PlayStation.
I'm not around because like you can't. I mean, I guess you can probably definitely control it from like a device, but like you can't like manually control it, and I don't like that, bro. No steering wheel or pedals.
No steering wheel, no pedals. Nah, you know what that's about to be, bro.
You know what that's about to be, bro. If you got to react to something, because you got to think about things. Yeah, you got to react to something. Like what's going to happen? The car's going to react for you, like.
Bro, there are people who work on that science, people who work on the software that like determine how a self-driving vehicle reacts in certain situations, like determining the like probability that it would either like have to go through what is there or stop or swerve. Like it's kind of crazy, man.
Well, I mean,
people, there's bias in it, and it's interesting stuff.
Well, yeah, I mean, but you think
technology
has
gone too far.
Like, well, I mean, it has, but like the type of technology they're using in these new vehicles, the Teslas, Apple's prototype car, is the same stuff that our military and the military across the world use when they have these drones that essentially are like fully operational war machines, right?
So you're around, is what you're saying?
I'm around, but I have a detrimental take.
Okay, what button should I get ready?
It's the Apple car with no wheel and no pedals is going to be called the Neckmobile. It is.
I mean,
what?
It is, bro. Bro,
what are you
okay.
talking
Actually,
about,
hold on.
Is he lying though?
Might
He's
have
it's
not
the
lying.
neckmobile. It's the neckmobile,
He's
bro.
making
It is
he's making
like,
an honest
I had to
point.
think about it for a second,
Like,
but you actually might be. You're not
bruh,
lying.
bro. Like, come on now.
you know what's about to
What
happen
else,
in the back of that
bro?
bad boy, bro? They about to go spit.
Come on, bro.
Yo, you put your destination on. You on a road trip. Like,
These these young cats out here, bro.
The neck
Reckless.
mobile.
Yo, Netflix and chill be on a whole
Yeah, we
different
heard some
level, bro.
stories.
Like,
The
come
young cats
on,
been
bro.
out in the streets wilding. The young cats be in the streets wilding. They're gonna be in the Apple mobile wilding.
Wilding, bro.
Yo,
Got
Can you imagine the
blacklight that
ticket
whole
they got?
motherfucker before you sit in that motherfucker. Blacklight that whole thing before you sit in that bad boy. Like, nah, I don't know about this.
Cass said the neck mobile. That's hilarious.
It is. He's not lying.
All right, let's close out Arguable Around. Let's get through this quick. Kanye and Drake. You watched if you watch the other Detrimental special, the Verzuz Drake Detrimental special, then you know, or if you've been paying attention to the world, you know that Kanye and Drake were beefing through albums, through advertisements, through rich man the way rich men feud. And so it was pretty serious. But they've since reconciled with the help of Jay Prince. Webb and I tried to figure out who this man is the other day.
He's a
I don't want no
music
smoke.
exec,
He's a boss.
but
that's all you need to say.
He's the godfather of Memphis.
He's a godfather of hip-hop.
Houston. No, he's from Houston.
He's the godfather of hip hop.
He's the new Houston. Excuse me, my fault. I don't want no smoke. He's so through Jay Prince, they've reconciled, and they're going to be doing a concert, a Larry Hoover benefit concert. So Larry Hoover is a.
He was the founder of Gangster Disciples.
He's a very well-known individual in just black culture for a lot of good and a lot of bad. Depends on who you talk to. Kanye and Jay Prince and his conglomerate are trying to free this man from prison. They're doing a concert. It's a lot of thuggishness going on. I don't want no problems.
I just got a question though.
I'm not really around.
No smoke, bro.
I don't think they're actually reconciled, but I think there's some
impropriety happening. There's definitely some impropriety. Yeah. But impropriety.
I respect it. I'll spell it.
No,
that's a hard one. I don't even know.
I can't wait for him, but I wanted to let him.
I don't even know how to spell that one.
Let him slide with
you. I don't know how to spell that one either. To keep
the
whole thing. I-N? Is it I-N?
Hold on a second. No.
Is that what you said? Impropertuity?
No, impropriety.
Impropriety. Is it an M? I-M? I-M-P-R-O-P-I-E-T-Y, maybe?
Impropriety is a failure to observe standards or show due honest or modesty in proper language. It's I-M-P-R-O-P-R-I-E-T-Y.
I think I missed the R, but I almost had it.
Folks, Webb would not win a spelling bee, but I know some words. I know my vocab. I just want to
definitely lose to a 12-year-old, so that's gonna happen.
I don't even know what you're talking about, so go ahead. My fault. Impropriety.
No, but there's definitely some impropriety in the dealings of the people who are behind the not Drake and Kanye. It's the other people around them. But I feel like, bro, like that is the music industry, especially as it surrounds. I mean, it's everything. It's not just hip hop and black and Hispanic art, bro. Like, obviously, it's not always that way, but bro, like the mob has owned record labels secretively, and you know what I'm saying. So it's like, it's everywhere. So I think it is what it is.
I plead the fifth on the whole thing. I'm trying to go to a sports report. I plead the fifth. I
got shook.
I am. Hugh, it's on you, bro. Impropriety.
That's a word that we might have to use for the NBA later.
I don't know if you use it right, but
if we use it right,
I did.
Did you?
I just read you the definition.
I didn't. I couldn't connect the dots. I was still stuck on the speller. Go ahead, you.
Oh shit! Oh, sorry. What it is, what it ain't, what it do, people. You tell me, and I tell you. It's your boy Hugh, back with another Detrimental Sports Report, and I am back. Yes, I am back. I've been outside, experiencing what Cap has been telling the world. Hey, he's been outside. I've been outside. Okay, so yes, enjoying a little bit of the sunshine before the snow comes. I feel this coming, but let's talk about the NFL and COVID testing because are they really vaccinated? Like, let's be honest, who's really vaccinated? Like,
it seems like no.
There's not a lot of people vaccinated
at all, and but the stories that come out makes it like hard for me to believe anybody in that goddamn league is vaccinated, and we going down because this new variant is already in California, and how many teams are in California? Like what? Three?
Yeah.
A lot.
A lot.
Basically.
I mean, there's a lot of teams on that side of the country,
right?
In general,
it's about to be all over the place because as soon as LA versus LA pops off, everybody's getting COVID. But let's talk about Antonio Brown and the falsified documents. Like, I want to know, Cap.
Allegedly.
He's a sick nigga too.
Allegedly. Like, where do you think he got it from? Like, who do you think he copped it from? Because somebody out here,
Didn't
they say his chef or something snitched on him or something wild like that?
Yeah, because he didn't pay his chef. But Antonio Brown, I mean, there was a report. I forgot if it was in the Tampa Times or like the local Tampa newspaper, that he basically is like a habitual line stepper when it comes down to paying for services rendered.
Yeah, Antonio Brown. I mean, he's a sick nigga too.
So. I mean, but you got money, bro. Like, pay your barber, pay your chef, pay these people. They render the service, bro. Like, what are you doing?
Some people ain't shit. That's what it boils down to. He ain't shit.
Listen, I would snitch on home too if he ain't pay me, bro.
I would.
What you mean?
You have to.
He probably got more money than he was owed for the story.
Probably.
Bet. And you know what? And he still but the thing is, he still do the money that Antonio Brown need to pay him.
He did it just so Antonio Brown can suffer because right now it's happening because my man is serving a 3-game suspension. But the real question is, he gets suspended, but Aaron Rodgers, nothing, not even a little spanking. I don't know if he got fined.
He got fined 15. Yeah, he got fined something like just under $15,000.
But
like something crazy.
So what's the difference between Antonio Brown and Aaron Rodgers' situation? They're both the same.
Webb, you're the one who explained it to me.
Right. So, because they're both not vaccinated.
Or at least what you thought it was.
Right. So
it was the fact that AB like falsified documents.
Yeah. So
while Aaron Rodgers never showed documents, and he just has said.
So essentially, Aaron Rodgers' situation, the way that it's being deemed is that he misled when he used the terminology "I'm immunized" instead of "I'm vaccinated." He never said he never claimed to be vaccinated.
Technicality.
But he was exactly. Technicality.
Impropriety.
I told you the word will fly up in this conversation. You don't believe me when I tell you. I knew it was coming up.
No, but anyway, so now Antonio Brown's case, he was found out in a lie. And there was I think one other player.
Yeah, I forget. Not as big as Antonio Brown.
Not as big. Basically
on the team, I believe. But
you know what I'm saying? But
I'm sorry. Not really.
Some would say that Aaron Rodgers got what he got because of the color of his skin and the notoriety of his name.
Yes, because if you think about it, you tell me he never got vaccinated, but he made you think he got vaccinated. Like it's almost the same in a sense where you're like, say, yo, I'm not really vaccinated, but these papers right here say I'm vaccinated. For me, like, I don't understand the difference. Like,
I see the difference, but I do think that Aaron Rodgers' penalty was light, but because of the technicality, like legally, it was it's just a technicality. It's like a legal jargon, mumbo jumbo, like things that can be proved versus what cannot be proved, and it's pretty manipulative of him. It was almost like if I get caught, this is what we'll say, because it's a technicality that they can't hold against me versus actual documentation.
Well,
so I do think it was light though, but I guess
it was light. I mean, bro, he's a multi-millionaire. Got fined $15,000.
$15,000. Like, what is that? What is that?
He
That's
eat
like a penny.
$15K.
That's a penny to
He eat
him, bro.
$15K.
He on the field for like 2 minutes. That's $15K right there.
Well, I mean, like, and we can end it on this, but like, the part that kills me though, right, is like the NFL knows who is not vaccinated. They knew Aaron Rodgers wasn't vaccinated. They see him in press conferences without a mask on, in front of the press. They know from watching him on TV that he is not vaccinated, but he is also not following the protocol. They don't care about that shit.
I don't know, man.
It's all about the money.
Basically.
Aaron Rodgers makes the NFL money. Antonio Brown
and
does.
Antonio Brown has already been, you know,
and he's detrimental.
A troublemaker in that. Yeah, you know what I mean? Detrimental in ways. So it's like his leash is a lot shorter.
I mean, he about to, listen, 3-game suspension, he about to be in there making another album or another track. That's what he about to do. He is.
AB got some decent bars.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I respect
they
are.
There's a couple of them.
All right. But, you know, on to some other news. NBA news. You know, because I haven't talked about the NBA.
Y'all keep it going. I'll be right back.
Because, like, bro, the NBA has been... I don't know how you explain NBA, Web. I don't know how to explain the NBA because the amount of things going on in the NBA right now, just recently, LaMelo is amongst 4 Charlotte Hornets players who are on the protocol right now because they tested positive for COVID. LeBron just came back from being tested positive for COVID. Like, what's going on, bro? Like, I know what's going on, but it's like the NBA ain't handling their business just as well. Like.
Yeah, I mean, like with the NBA, I mean, like with these sports leagues, I feel like they're weighing the benefits and the pros and the cons of, well, yeah, players are gonna get sick, staff, you know, people on the operational side are gonna get sick and get COVID, but the bottom line is that we'll still be able to make some money and not shorten our season and all that crap. And it makes for an interesting, you know, situation as far as parity.
This is,
you know, like I was just looking at this. It's something like 10 teams in the Eastern Conference are above 500. There's only 8 teams.
I got it right here. I got the stats right here. I'm gonna talk about that in a second. But it's just like we haven't seen Kyrie in like how long? Like
Kyrie's not coming back.
He's milking the system though. He's milking the system. Be honest. He's milking the system.
Imagine if he came back for the playoffs and cooked. Like I'm vax saying is what up. How would you feel?
I mean, if they stay, if the Nets stay at top of the Eastern Conference, then I'm gonna be kind of tight because Cat did that shit strategically.
Speaking of that, you know, I'm just to keep the whole, you know, NBA story rolling because I just want to say this: Lakers suck, Knicks suck, Clippers suck. I'm just throwing it out there. Philly suck.
The Lakers do suck though. The Lakers are trash.
Boston sucks. Like I go on. Like this has to be one of the most. You know, everybody has those big stars on their team now. LA. All that money. Too bad Diamond G's not here right now because I want to talk about this money that y'all throwing around because y'all wasn't throwing the money around right.
Hella money.
Not going around right because you know why? Russ is doing Russ. I told y'all what Russ is going to do. Again, y'all need to go back to my previous reports when I told you what was going to happen with Russ, right? Because I knew what Russ was going to do. AD he's subpar what he really can be.
True.
LeBron, he's always hurt.
Yeah.
LeBron is a team, but not the right team at that moment. This is not the right team.
He's smacking people in the face on purpose. LeBron is in disarray.
LeBron is in disarray. You know, LeBron's getting violent this year.
LeBron is acting
time out. But the way that home was boxing LeBron out, Hugh, if somebody's boxing you out like that, and it's basically, I got it. I've won this box out. You lost.
Yeah. Then
back up off me, bro. If you don't, I'm smacking you in the eye, and that's what's gonna be.
Can we agree he lashed out?
He did.
I mean, he did.
He lashed out,
but it was well deserved. It was well deserved.
You think so?
Absolutely.
Yeah, all right, he got popped in the eye, but dude, you ain't had to go wild out like you really about to go run up on home. Like we not back at he's not.
Bruh, imagine if he socked LeBron though.
It'd have been a whole
getting,
brawl.
bro.
Let's just talk hypothetical. Hold on. Can we talk earlier about the veils being let down and idols becoming normalized? What if on live TV you see LeBron get knocked out by nobody in the NBA, laid out, sleep, sloop?
I've seen it too many times.
Listen, it happened to Kobe. Got R.I.P.
He didn't get knocked
I didn't want to bring it up. I didn't want to.
He got punched in the throat with some wild shit.
Nah,
he didn't get knocked
Chris
out.
Childs put their hands on Kobe.
He got 2 piece. He got 2 piece straight up.
Yeah. Bing, bing, bing. Kobe was
I watched that game. I watched that game too.
But that was before Kobe was Kobe, wasn't it? Or
no,
was
Kobe was Kobe.
Nah, Kobe was Kobe.
Okay.
Kobe was Kobe.
Kobe was Kobe. He was number
listen,
8 killing them.
But
Kobe,
LeBron is like twice Kobe size, and he get pieced up.
I don't know. I feel like.
But LeBron not about that life.
I'll pay to see it.
We can all understand LeBron not about that life.
He's not, which is why it would be even more hilarious.
He's
and
not.
that's even more reason why I'm mad at that move, because you're not even about that life, and that was
it was a dirty play. It absolutely was dirty.
It's like when you're a kid, you actually hit somebody in the mouth and then they want to fight and you want to run away.
I mean, the next time they play, that dude's gonna he's gonna sock LeBron.
So
I hope he socks LeBron.
That dude look like he is a thug. He's not
for the culture.
Really
like he played basketball, but he's a thug, bro. Like,
he'll go down in history if he socks LeBron.
He would. But LeBron not about that life.
He'll get a documentary in 10 years if he socks LeBron on Hulu.
Yeah. But remember how LeBron, ran up and snitched on those 2 people that were talking about his children. Like, I understand.
That's crazy though. So now, no, that's fine.
Why.
They need to get kicked out.
They need to get kicked out. At the same time, if I was LeBron, I would accidentally threw the ball that way, and shit, bang! It is some disrespectful stuff.
It is messed up how they slander him before they even knew what had happened, and then when we find out what happened, it's like, okay,
I kind of figure what
because he did kind of like tattletale, kind of. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the thing is though,
them over there, them there,
yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what made it worse. The them right there.
They did it.
I mean, listen, bro.
Instead of just like being LeBron, hit him from the side. You know how LeBron and them do this, then they take the shirt off and put it over there, and they start talking. He could have just did that to the ref, like,
LeBron wanted the world to know. LeBron wanted the world to know that these 2 motherfuckers was fucking with me, talking about my kids.
Yo, he definitely tattletale though.
He said, "Get them the fuck out of here."
And that's why I said LeBron is corny, because he tattletale. There was other ways he could have did that, and he tattletale. He looked like a toddler out there. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't respect it.
He took it. Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah,
but again, this is the NBA. The NBA is giving you all types of fuckery. But right now, I can tell you right now, Golden State. My money's on Golden State to win it all. Because do you see what they're at? And still no.
I don't believe him.
Still no Klay Thompson. Still no James Wiseman. People, put it on. My word is my word. Golden State, they're going back to the finals. Because I don't see LA doing. I don't see LA doing much.
I think it's too early.
I can't call it too early.
Because here's why. Here's why. Because
Brooklyn.
I mean, if Kyrie come back, what is Brooklyn?
Because the Phoenix Suns still have Chris Paul.
I respect Chris Paul, and I respect what you're saying, but at the same time, you seeing what Golden State is doing right now, at this moment, right now, and still no Klay Thompson or James Wiseman.
And Steph be having off games.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, but when Klay comes back, Klay's not going to be the same Klay.
What are you talking about?
He's not going to be the same Klay.
He's had a 2-year absence. He only needed a year. The extra year was just a precaution. So he's been hooping every day.
Pretty severe precaution, bro.
It is, but when you big money like that,
it's a 50-50 when cats come back from injuries like that, yo.
Yeah, it is.
It's gonna be different. I think he probably, what it probably was like. Yeah, he only needed a year, but he needed to spend this year figuring out how now to play with this Achilles.
The same thing.
You have to change your style. You have to change your approach. You know what I mean? So he spent this year.
It's going to affect
practicing
his defense,
that new technique and how he's going to come with a whole new style.
It's going to affect all that. But in a sense, if you're a smart coach, you'll definitely try to shift the defense where he won't have to do much. Well, all you have to do is just be Klay Thompson and shoot the fucking lights out.
All right, but
he still got to move to get there. He probably can't move like he used to.
It's him and Steph on the court. Pick one. Pick your poison.
Okay, but the elephant always in the room with the Warriors is, okay, offense is great and they could get it popping, but if on the other side you have a guard that will that they will continually pick on Steph Curry. He is a weak link on the defensive side.
I can't really say that.
He is, bro. He is.
He's always
he is a great
top,
offensive
top
player,
10 and top 15 in
poor defensive
steals.
player.
I don't know about
Their
that
defense does a great job of masking how bad that defense he is. You know what I'm saying? Like they do a wonderful job.
Hot take.
It's not. It is facts.
I can't really say it.
Like when the Cavaliers beat them, right? Kyrie, every time somebody came down the court on offense, let's switch. I want Curry.
But that was like again,
and that's basically what they did. And then what did they do the year after? They went and got Kevin Durant.
But did you hear what you said?
They don't got Kevin Durant on that team
ago. That was how many years ago? This man evolved. This man is like hands down the most dangerous person on the basketball court, second to LeBron now. Like, be honest.
Offensively, when that sun go down, we gonna see.
That's like Cap said.
Yeah.
But, I mean, just close this out, people. Wear masks, cause wear masks, bro. Like, cause this is crazy. Everybody catching this COVID thing, like left and fucking right. Like, what is this? And wear your mask. If you is about to brawl with the Lakers, watch out for Russell Westbrook, because he definitely about to sneak up behind you and hit you.
He's a goon. I saw his.
Russell Westbrook's a goon.
He's
got a quality grip on.
He's going clean. He's going to take
no hesitation, Russ.
No hesitation, bro. I wanted to bring that up too, because you saw the video how they held Russ back. They didn't hold LeBron back. They just holding Russ back because Russ about to do some stupid shit. But people can't play my theme music. Got
a pit bull.
Yo.
All right. Let's get up out of here. Let's hit the timeline real quick. Let's see what other hot topics we missed. It's basically a recap at the end of the pod. What other things happened more recently than in the past month or so. But let's scroll or push the button. We've already referenced it at multiple points of the pod. It's hard not to acknowledge it. There is a new COVID-19 variant. Webb, please pronounce it for us. Omicron.
It is Omicron, not
Omicron.
Not Omarion, folks. So for some reason, man,
like, I heard you doing the Omarion challenge.
Yo, bro, but can we?
I thought about it.
I heard.
But can we just talk about? Yo, but can we just quickly just honorably mention the memes? Like,
hilarious.
People were saying like my Thanksgiving plans. And then the Omicron variant, and then it was Omarion like doing his dance.
Did you see the meme where somebody photoshopped? So Omarion had the red jacket on, right?
Yeah. And they made him
they made him the spikes on the COVID cell. Hilarious comedy, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
like with him in the little stance on top of the fucking COVID germ virus. Hilarious.
I mean,
hilarious.
Listen, bro. Like,
but the
internet is undefeated.
It's serious.
It is very serious. I mean, so it's serious because of the rate at which the virus can mutate, right? So, like, we've had at this point,
isn't this the third one?
Alpha, Beta, Delta, and Omicron.
Right, that's the third one this year, right? I believe that's the third one this year, right?
Second one.
I mean, apparently there have been hundreds. These are just the ones that are worth mentioning.
These are the ones that are worth mentioning.
Maybe even thousands.
Exactly. But like
dozens.
There's been two that have been significant enough that they're like, oh, okay, let's actually name this and put it out there. For a while they were just calling it the South African variant because they didn't have enough data on it. But they're saying right now that if you're vaccinated and if you're boosted, you'll have mild to no symptoms, essentially, right? No deaths have been reported, but the fact that it's more contagious, that's the problem. More people will get infected faster. So just be mindful, folks. Keep your mask on.
Like you said, mask up, stay away from me. In other news, we already referenced it. People have been looting designer stores. People in Los Angeles have been getting their homes invaded.
Bring me a Gucci belt, man.
It's crazy times.
Right.
Keep your head on the swivel. Protect your neck. Shout out to the Wu-Tang Saga.
Bro, I seen that video. That Snatcher on was crazy. Like, yo, they went up in their hoodies on, and there was like that scene at the end of Scary Movie Like, snatch and run.
Snatch and run. Snatch and run. You know what's funny though, and I'm thinking about it. This might be a random take, but this just occurred to me. I feel like this type of thing probably happens literally all the time, and I judge this by two things. First thing is the way that the people in the store respond. They're very calm about it. And the second thing is like, technology has advanced. The ability to showcase and display news has been like never before. So it's like, I feel like this, how else do people get designer things illegitimately on the street if not through a snatch and run? I just think we're just seeing it now. I don't know. I could be completely off.
Yo, bro. No, you're not wrong. I mean, I think,
because it was a scary movie. People been snatching and running.
Yeah, people been snatching and running. But, bruh, just think about like the GTA heist, and it's like, do you want to go in quiet or do you want to go in loud? Everybody's like loud. Pushing the loud button.
Yo,
like, go in loud.
Going in as most detrimental as possible, not being slick at all. Snatch and dip.
You're
crazy,
bro.
On the news,
you get a lot though in a snatch and dip. How long are you snatching? Like, what's the protocol? Like, is it like, you know what I mean? Like, what's the protocol? 10 seconds, 5 seconds.
Right. First off,
one swoop, a double scoop. Like, what's the?
It all depends on who their Lester is. If they got a Lester.
Oh, the Lester from GTA. Okay.
If they got a Lester to help crack the code, get us some time, ride the cops. Like, I don't know.
Have a Lester.
We don't have a Lester. And Lester wasn't helping us out in GTA that much anyway. So
yeah, but I don't know, bro. I feel like it all depends, bro. I mean, like, I saw this joint where these dudes were trying to they ran up in a Louis Vuitton in like San Francisco, and one of the dudes got caught.
Mm-hmm.
One of them of the 14.
Wasn't fast enough. Wow.
He wasn't fast. He
wasn't fast enough.
He had Captain Calves, bro.
He did.
I'm out. Don't disrespect me. I'm out. I'm out. Don't disrespect me. Ironically, Captain comes from Captain of the track team. So I'm out. I'm dipping out. I'm right behind Wayne. Wayne. And Wayne is only winning because he's tall. If Wayne wasn't tall, I'd dip on Wayne too.
But I feel like the tall dudes might get pulled because they lanky.
No,
Wayne might be running like this.
The slim calves move. Son. They move.
Bro.
Like a gazelle.
Bro, you got like long
Tweety
long
bird
stride,
legs,
bro. Long stride.
I got Tweety bird legs. He do.
Can't be caught.
The long stride is crucial. In other news, a little bit more serious news. The long stride? You can't. In other more serious news.
Like, what are you doing? You can't pause the long stride.
In other more serious news, I don't really even know what to say about it. This is
It's
so
wild,
Alec Baldwin, if you haven't paid attention, again, this is more of a recap thing. Alec Baldwin was on a movie set. There was a gun scene. It was a real gun. The director got shot, killed by Alec Baldwin in some kind of freak accident where there was a real gun. It should have been a prop gun. Crazy stuff.
Well,
it's one of the most crazy things I've ever heard.
Well, correction. So they often always use they often use real guns, but they
put blanks. That's what I meant.
Not even a blank, because a blank still has gunpowder in it, right? They use what they call a cosmetic bullet that doesn't have so bullets have.
Either way, nothing shooting out. You're not supposed to get bodied.
Yeah, you're not supposed to get bodied.
Moral of the story is supposed to be for fake, for fun, CGI, and you're not supposed to get bodied. Alec Baldwin bodied somebody, and it was supposed to be CGI. I don't know. Either way, it was crazy. It was a crazy story, and he spoke for the first time, and he said he didn't even pull the trigger. It just went off.
He said he didn't pull the trigger. He pulled the hammer on that shit.
He did.
That's basically he pulled the hammer.
But
like,
again, I know he didn't mean to do it, but like, two people should be fired. Like, who's the props dude? Who really got, like, the props dude should have been the first.
That's who they're investigating, right?
He should go to jail.
He should go to jail. It's like, it seems like a setup. It's like a freaking, like a mystery movie or something. Like
a
bro. HBO special. It's crazy. Like, but imagine like being Alec Baldwin though. Like, it's like somebody. It's like first of all, you kill somebody.
Yeah.
Like, you wake up thinking you acting and you kill somebody. That's A. B. You might feel like somebody trying to set you up also.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's
bruh.
This is like a Law and Order episode, bro. This
conspiracy theory like a motherfucker.
It's insane. Like, it's such a series of events that are unbelievable that I don't even have the words for it. I can only just, like, honestly, like, as I would hope that Alec Baldwin had nothing to do with it, And as long as he didn't, I wish him well, bro. Like just bodying somebody by accident.
Yeah, cat's mental health.
Not even by accident, but
Right.
it was of no fault of his.
It really
unintentionally.
wasn't.
Yeah,
Like,
unintentionally.
He was literally playing the part, and then that's what happened.
Bro, just imagine being there. Like, imagine that. Like, imagine that happening, and like you understanding what's going on. Like, nah, y'all playing with me. We all punk. Like, I can't imagine. Let's move on. Let's have fun. It's just too serious. Which is kind of serious, but we can have fun with it. It's kind of stressful. Goes into the metaverse. It's getting real in these streets. Their robots are reproducing. Actually, hold on. Let me put my phone on. I actually had to just screenshot this again and just read it verbatim because I couldn't summarize this. So, robots are reproducing. This is from CNN. This ain't no shade room. This is from CNN. U.S. scientists who created the first living robots say that life forms known as xenobots can now reproduce in a way not seen in plants or animals. Excuse me. They're formed from stem cells of African clawed frogs, from which their name is taken. And basically, the xenobots, just look it up. It looks like a blob of like cells, and they shaped it. And they put these cells, these xenobots, in a petri dish, and it basically gathered the cells beside it and reproduced. The shit moved. Shit is real. I don't know if you ever saw that movie Evolution.
Yeah.
Really old movie. That's what it reminds me of, yo. This is what it reminds me of. Like, what is? I don't like. Again, it's another article that sounds like it's in a different language. I don't even know what I just read. But something called xenobots reproduce, and they're not supposed to be reproducing. That's the moral of the story. Bro. And on top of that, hold on. On top of that, there's other videos circulating around of pretty much a real life iRobot coming live from the UK. This entity called Engineered Arts. They got this robot called Amica that is made specifically for AI and human interaction. So this robot is specifically made to interact with humans. It's not made to clean. It's not made to do tricks. It's made specifically to interact with humans. And this video is out there, and it's scary, bro. This robot has the most realistic facial expressions you've ever seen. It's almost as if, like, in the video, the robot woke up for the first time. It's lost. It's scared. It's like, where am I? What is happening? I seen that movie, bro. It's gonna lash out.
Yes.
Why these cats act like they ain't never seen a movie before, son?
I mean, again, if you didn't think about it,
that was scary. Look it up, yo. Look up Amica, yo.
I seen
and you will be terrified.
I seen it. I seen the same video you was talking about.
I know, and I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the listeners.
Oh, listeners, but yeah.
Look it up. AMECA. You'll be shooketh.
I'm not around, bro. I'm
already
shook.
In this world, bro.
Like, that's Detrimental Moment of the Week. Detrimental Moment of the Week goes to the Xeno cats and the Amiga cats. I don't want no stress. I don't want no problems with y'all, but you're wilding. I need you to simmer down. Tommy G was here. You probably be simmered down. This is kind of crazy, bro. I seen this movie.
I seen it.
Turn on Netflix, check out a couple films, and stop what you're doing.
I seen it.
Like, you understand what I'm saying.
I might have a candidate for the simmer down, though.
I think Will Smith was in one of those movies, too, by the way.
It might be.
Get my charger.
It might be Deion Sanders.
Nah.
It might be, bro.
Why is that?
I partially respect that he brought the Brittany Renner lady in to talk to his players, but then I question, like, well, did you target her? Basically, like, yeah, like you a hoe. So I'm about to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, you know what I'm saying?
Bro,
I mean,
she wrote a book, so
she did.
So she basically knows how to, like.
This is my story.
Right. I know what I'm doing. Right? She had the whole type of story. You know what I mean? Like, she
really get those stories.
Right. So I feel like what he did was, like, it's smart in a sense. Think about it. Like, he is Deion Sanders. First off, he knows the game. He's not just gonna pick some random chick to say, hey, talk to my players about. He knows what he knows what
he's gonna pick the one that they know, the trusted voice. Yeah,
he knows, like, he's been around the game. He knows who how the chicks play, and he see game, recognize game. So he's like, yo, school my kids, and I help you school too, bro. Basically, like.
Yo, the fact that she's been accused of scamming cats and is now kind of like being she's like giving TED Talks now, basically. Giving TED Talks on how not to get caught by me, basically. It's pretty interesting, but I think it's important because too many young players get got by these Jones that make them think that they really want them. So it's an interesting approach.
She's the perfect.
He probably got the neck himself.
But you know why she's so perfect?
Just because he's prime.
Because she did that, though. She did that to mom, was it, I think, Miles Bridges. And
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. She finessed home out of 200,000 a month.
I mean,
for child
real
support,
real question about Brittany Renner. I'm bugging. I'm lying. You don't have to answer that question. We're not gonna get that detrimental on the episode back. We're gonna close the pod. Feel me? Party done. It was real. It was a good episode.
It was real.
Party big done. Party done.
I feel like that's the quarter to par. That's the quarter to pod. Party done.
No, the quarter to pod is the quarter to pod is get your VC up, or it's gonna be some improprieties. That's the quarter to pod.
I actually got the quote.
Go ahead.
Hey, I mean, some of that shit was kind of funny though. All right, so, since this is episode 44, and a great leader of ours, with number 44, Barack Obama, he said, "We need to initialize the idea of excellence. Many folks spend a lot of time trying to be excellent. So, let's think about that, fellas, because we are excellent. We are Black excellence. We are the Detrimental Podcast, the one and only
message.
The one and only Detrimental Podcast, that means we are excellent. We've tried, and we are succeeding to be excellent. And when Dami G comes back, the team's going to be back. Like when Klay Thompson come back for the Warriors, Dami G going to come back and
basically
drop buckets, and we back in the chip. That's what I'm saying. So,
basically,
people, take the message as it is. Cap, if Dami G was here, say love, but,
love, we out. I got to pee bad. I don't got time for the banter again. We out, yo. It's been too long. We out. Check y'all when we check y'all when we gotta check y'all. Web your hoe. And we out. I don't respect any